Alright guys, BLM here, back another pickup video. It's been a little bit. It's been 6 months, obviously, since the last one. Last one I did was for January through June. Now we're doing July through December. It is December 30th at the time of this recording. And I don't plan on getting anything over the next couple days, so I'm going to be showing everything I bought over the last 6 months, at least media related. And I bought way too fucking much, dude. Like, genuinely, it is insane. Like, it is pretty insane how much I bought. This is a bit of an issue. I kind of lost my mind. I mean, actually, generally, I did lose my mind, but, like, I mean, like, lose my mind in terms of buying shit also. But, yeah, like, I spent way too much money, Black Friday and on. I don't know why I bought as much as I did. Money, a lot of it was like purchases I got, of like things I wanted, but then like I had to get more to get free shipping. At that point, I was just like, fuck it, let's just get everything I can. That's like worth it to a degree. So that's how I got all this. Generally, this is pre-Black Friday. And I'll do first some of the stuff up here. The rest is Black Friday on, which is actually insane. Like that is pretty insane. I haven't counted how many games exactly this is. And like to clarify also, this is not even including digital stuff. I also bought digital games along the way. So yeah, this is gonna be a pickup video. Yeah, we got a lot to talk about. I mean, like, I think the way I'm gonna do it, I think we'll do pre-Black Friday first. Yeah, we'll do pre-Black Friday, then we'll do the miscellaneous stuff, and then we'll do post-Black Friday. I think that's the way we're gonna structure this. Which again, pre-Black Friday is just this one stack here. So, I get how the fuck do I do this? Anyway, this is the first. I know for sure this is the first thing I bought post last pickup video. This is something that I think I already bought it by the time of last pickup video, but it just hadn't arrived yet. But yeah, that's Spiritfarer. This was was it 20 or was it like a little bit less than 20? It was something in that range. And like I talked about this before. That's like for me, it's like a physical game that I have any interest in. Like, if it's $20 or lower, I kind of just buy it. It's like, why not at that point? And Spiritfarer is, again, a game I hear is very good. I would love to give this a genuine chance, but also, I don't know when I'm actually playing this, and that goes with pretty much almost everything I have in this fucking collection. Then this is something, like, I bought just to keep sealed, because I do own this digitally, but I wanted a physical copy of it, and that's Scott Pilgrim vs. the World, the game complete edition. This was $20, I remember, on Best Buy. But yeah, it's a limited run game. It's also like I love Scott Pilgrim. I didn't own this physically in any way, so I was like, I'll spend $20 to get a physical copy of this. It's a good beat 'em up. I haven't played it in forever. I would love to replay it, but I just haven't had the time to. These are really just random. Yeah, a lot of the rest of this stuff that's pre-Black Friday is really just a lot of random shit I just bought here and there when I just see like it randomly on sale. Like this, I believe this was $15 for Shim on PS5. I know nothing about this game. It is an 8-bit game, so it's not like a super common game. Like it's not a game you're gonna find in a random like you're not gonna find it like Target or anything like that. So again, $15. Like it's an indie game. It looks cool, interesting art style. I'm like, I'll give it a shot for $15. $15 to clarify. This was 10. I remember this was 10 on Amazon. Really, these next two. These two were $10 on Amazon, which I was like, why not? Broforce on PS4. I know nothing about this game, but again, for $10, I will pretty much buy anything that isn't like a multiplayer exclusive game. I believe this is like a co-op game though, right? Or at least it's one that like is obviously better co-op. I generally don't know what the game actually is though, but again, it was only $10. And then same thing goes with Wonder Boy, Asha, and Monster World. I mean, like I do know what this is. This is part of the Monster World series. But I've never played a game in the series. Like I know it's like a classic platformer. It also comes with Monster World 4. So that's something. I don't know when I'm ever playing this, but I own it now. It was $10. Why not? This, I don't remember how much this was. It probably was 20, if not maybe a little bit less. But and kind of going back to like $20 or less, like for any physical game, I'm willing to buy it if it's something I'm interested in. Caravan Sandwich. I remember this game looked really interesting when looking it up. It's like an indie open world. Yeah, some game. I don't know what it actually like much about it beyond that, but I don't know, it looks cool. Will I ever play it? Hopefully, maybe. We'll see. Got this. This was $20, I'm pretty sure. Tales of Grace's F remastered. I would love to play the Tales series. When will I? Who the fuck knows? But again, $20 for another one in the series physically. Why not? That's not too bad. Okay. Then we got, these are all like I think all of these were Amazon. Let's see if I can get this out without fucking knocking everything over. All right, well, I'll do this one first. This was $20, I believe. This was actually Woot, I believe. Either way, Splitterhead Day 1 edition. Big box, comes with the game, soundtrack, art book, and sticker sheet. I was interested in Splitterhead. I mean, it's developed by, isn't the guy that did Silent Hill, I think? It's one of those sort of series. Yeah, I mean, like, I don't believe it's supposed to be that good. I believe it's supposed to be pretty mid, but it did interest me in $20. And again, for a horror game, especially, it's like horror games typically keep their value, so it's like, why not? This 15, maybe 20. Pac-Man World Repack. The thing is, I own this already. I own this digitally, and I decided to buy a physical copy. To where I don't think I would have bought a physical copy of this for $20, so I assume it was less. I think it was 15. Either way, I do have nostalgia for the original. I have played it I played it when I was a kid, but I did not need a physical copy for more than like 15, so I assume this was 15. I don't think I spent 20 on this, but either way, I would like to play it at some point. Don't know when I will. All these were I know these were all Amazon. Next up, this is a game that was on Game Pass. I believe it got taken off, and either way, I'm getting rid of Game Pass. At least consistently having Game Pass. So I decided to get a physical copy of this just so I can play it at any time. Stalker 2. This was $20. I was always interested in playing this game. I just never got around to it, but again, I can play it theoretically at some point. This next one, this was 15. I think definitely less than 20. I know it was like for sure less than 20. I would not have bought it if it was 20, but Hot Wheels Unleashed 2 Turbocharge. I actually hear these are like actually pretty decent racers. But I don't know how like interested I necessarily am in playing it, but and it was cheap enough to where I got it. This one I don't know why I bought. I mean, too fair, as I mentioned before, it is a horror game, so I mean, I guess it's like maybe it'll go up in price eventually. I doubt this one that will though, but I don't know, whatever. Poppy Playtime Triple Pack. I know very little about this game. I don't know how much I spent on this. If I spent 20, that probably was too much. I generally don't remember how much I spent though, but these are like indie horror games with like I don't know. It's like, it feels like it's trying to be inspired by Five Nights at Freddy's or whatever, right? By like that aesthetic and everything. Yeah, I'm probably never actually playing it genuinely. I guess we'll just do this. Okay. This is the thing that's annoying about modern games. Fuck that. The thing that like discs get dislodged so easily. And I know there's like a trick to get it back in, but it's like, I don't fucking care enough, dude. Either way, Tekken 8, this was 15, I'm pretty sure. I don't know when I'm ever playing this. Again, another series that I do have nostalgia for Tekken. I played Tekken 3. I played Tekken Tag Tournament a lot as a kid. I don't know when I'm ever playing Tekken 8, but it was cheap enough. This was also, I believe, 15. It was definitely less than 20, I know. Disney Illusion Island starring Mickey and Friends. Which I believe is actually an older game that they just ported over to PS5, I believe. Something like that. Was it like released on the Switch like years ago and it just now came to PS5? It was something like that. I know it's not like a new game, but comes with a poster. I don't know if it's supposed to be any good, but I don't know. It's a Disney platformer. It's like $15. That's not too bad. Then we got, this was 20. And this is a game I was like interested in, even though I heard it's kind of mid, I believe. Shadow Labyrinth, which is this like weird like Pac-Man inspired like Metroidvania. like it looks weird. Like conceptually, it's very strange, and I don't believe it's supposed to be any good. But again, I'll try it out at some point in my life, probably, maybe. I don't know. Okay, I think these were Woots. If not Woot, then like all like miscellaneous Amazon purchases that were all still relatively cheap. Um, this is again fits into the horror game thing that I was mentioning. Again, any horror game that's relatively cheap, I'll buy. I don't remember how much this was. I believe it was less than 20 though. Maybe 15 or so. Dollhouse, uh, behind the broken mirror. I know nothing about this game outside the fact that it's a horror game, and again, that's enough to buy it. Because again, it might be expensive down the road. Who knows? This is a game that I don't know how much I spent on this either. It's probably 15 or so. But this is the type of game that like I would have played so much of as a kid. Like if I had all the time in the world, I would have spent so much time with this. And that's RPG Maker with. Yeah, generally if I was a kid, I would be spending like all my time making a game in this. But obviously I don't have the time to do that anymore. But yeah, it's like, again, if I had all the time, I would be actually playing this, but it's just it's never going to happen at this rate. I know Pete Dorr named that his game of the year for 2005, which I found very funny, but yeah, I'm probably actually never playing it myself. But again, it was like $15 or so. This was 12. And like this is a spot where like in retrospect, I probably shouldn't have bought this. Like as you will eventually see, I bought way too much. So much stuff that I should not have bought and I have no use for. This is like one of the few things I bought pre Black Friday that is like a legitimate, like, why did I buy this? Like, this has no purpose of anything. Anyway, Morkel Aghast Rage. Why'd I buy this? It was $12, so it's like, it's not much. And like, it's like a Hollow Knight ripoff, I believe. Like, I don't know. I don't know why I bought that, but that's whatever. This I remember I looked up and it just looked weird. I don't remember the exact. Like, I believe it's an RPG, but either way, Adventure Bar Story. I don't know how much this was. It was less than 20, but probably not by... if I were to guess, I would say it was like 15, $18, somewhere in that range. But yeah, it's an RPG. Was it dive into this unique RPG to develop the best restaurant in the kingdom? So, I'll do that at some point in my life. Probably. This is something that, like, I kind of regret buying, mostly because I've seen it for cheaper since, which is annoying. But this is a game that I remember, like, I never saw a drop in price. It was one that I always saw for like $30-$40, and eventually, this was like, I don't remember how much anymore. It was less than 20 though, so I was like, okay, that's a steal. That's a steal. I gotta get it. And yeah, that's Archetype Arcadia, which, from my understanding, is kind of like a mid visual novel game. I don't believe it's supposed to be that good, but again, I was interested in the game, so I was like, okay, it went down in price. That's a cheap enough price. I'll buy it. The problem is that since then, I've seen it for the same price, but on PS5, which I think I bought this not realizing there was a PS5 version also, which is kind of annoying. But yeah, there's a PS5 version, and I've seen it for about like $15-$20 since. So I regret buying this. I probably shouldn't have bought this, but it is. Or like, I shouldn't have bought it at the time. I should have gotten it when it was the PS5 version and for the same price, but it is what it is at this point. Then we have this, which is I don't remember. I might have spent $20 on this, which I shouldn't have. But either way, Yasha. What is this? Legends of the Demon Blade. This is, again, like Morkel. This is one of those games where, like, I don't know why I bought this. I should not have bought this. I mean, like, it's a top-down, probably action game, it looks like. I generally don't remember. And, like, yeah, I look up all the games that I buy before I buy them. It's not like I'm buying these willy-nilly. But also, I have no memory of what this game is. Yeah, it's not even by, like, a notable... I thought it was an NIS game. It's not even an NIS game. So I generally don't know why I bought this. But, again, it was $20. So that's something. All right. So that's all of the like random purchases pre-Black Friday. These are like the things I actually bought intentionally, like pre-ordered and that sort of thing. These are all like day one pickups physically, at least. First one here, this is actually something I've already played. I played on my Let's Play channel. We got Lost Records, Bloom and Rage. Don't Nod game. What is this? Is it postcards inside? Yeah, it looks like postcards inside. It's all right. It's okay. Like, it's not like, I think plot wise, I'm like, what the fuck are we doing? I do think it has like a certain charm to it. And I do like the conceptually I like the game. I don't know if it really works by the end, but it was fine. Like I definitely, again, it feels very Life is Strange adjacent. But yeah, again, that I bought this at this is one of these things that I pre-ordered this like mid last year and it arrived in August. Like I think I literally had it pre-ordered for like over a year before it ended up coming. And like it was when did it come out? It came out in like February or something, right? February, like I think part one at least came out in February. Like this didn't come out for physical like until like months after it finished. Which is again kind of funny, but too fair, I didn't have time to play it anyway until when I played it, so whatever. Then we got Turok Collection. This is another thing I bought. I don't remember if this might have been 40 to be honest. I don't remember. Maybe 35. But yeah, it's Turok's 1, 2, and 3 on PS5. I have some nostalgia for Turok 2. Not necessarily that I like the game, but more so that I remember playing it when I was younger. So I was like, I'll get a physical copy of the 3 from N64, and maybe I'll play it at some point in my life. Who knows? But again, I bought that. New, like, again, technically it's been out, but like, new physically. This genuinely came out this year. We got Tomb Raider 4 through 6 remastered. This was 30 or 35. I don't actually remember the exact price for this, but either way, I bought it when it came out. Yeah, I generally want to play Tomb Raider games. I with this, I now own every main entry, I believe, because I have the 1 through 3 remaster. I have the 3 that were on the 360 PS3 like generation. Was it Anniversary, Legends, and Underworld. Then I had the Survivor trilogy, so it's like this was the last thing I was missing. So maybe at some point I'll play them and do a series ranking. I meant to. It was literally on the schedule. It might still be on the schedule for the main channel. But when am I doing it? Who the fuck knows? This is something I regret buying. This is something I should not have bought in retrospect, but it is what it is. Monument Valley, the trilogy. I bought this new. I don't remember how much it was, but whatever it is, I should not have bought this because I've seen it since for 20. Like I probably bought it for like 40, and yeah, like during Black Friday I saw it on sale for 20. So like, yeah, shouldn't have got that. I don't know when I remember playing this too. But it is a game, like it's a series that's that I've always I've always been interested in. There we go. It was like a puzzle sort of game. I believe it was a mobile game first, and then yeah, now it got ported to consoles. But yeah, I shouldn't have bought it when I did, but it is what it is now. And then last game pre-Black Friday, kind of. We'll get to that. This is something that, again, another one I had pre-ordered for a very long time, finally arrived. Legacy of Kain Soul Reaver 1 and 2 remastered physical. That's the actual game. This is slipcover. Which the slipcover is exclusive to limited run games. So I pre-ordered it from limited run games just to get the slipcover with a number on it. So again, this could be expensive someday, which it probably won't be. But generally, like, so it initially was like announced, okay, it's going to limited run games, and it ended up getting like a wider release where I could have canceled the limited run pre-order and got the wider release and saved a few bucks. But I was like, I'll keep this. Like, this was like this version of the game sold out. Like the one with the slipcover, and again, it's numbered and everything. It's only an extra $5 or whatever, essentially. So I was like, fuck it, I'll keep it. I'll pay. Again, maybe it'll be rare. Maybe someday someone will fucking clamor for this slipcover. But generally, like, I am excited. Like, I do want to play Soul Reaver. Again, I played Soul Reaver 1 when I was a kid, and I didn't like. I don't know. Obviously, I think it probably went over my head at the time, but. I would love to give the Legacy of Kain games a legitimate chance now, especially now that I have all of them, which we'll talk about later. But yeah, have 1 and 2 here. I last pickup video, I picked up Demon or Blood Omen. That's what it is, Blood Omen 1 and 2, and then the other one we'll talk about in a bit. But either way, yeah, I would love to play all these, and now I own them, so that's cool. There we go. That's pre-Black Friday. Again, if that was like if this was recorded months ago, the video would be done, but instead we still have all this fucking shit left. Actually, generally would not be done because we actually have all this. Okay, so let's do this. I think we'll save. Okay, so yeah, I think we'll save the game Black Friday pickups for last. Let's do the miscellaneous stuff. Some of this stuff was bought on Black Friday. But actually, generally, like the only things that weren't were these couple games that are here, a couple of the books, and then this. So let's just get into it. I did buy an Elgato. This was, I believe, like right after last pickup video. I did get an Elgato as I've been using. I stream from it now. So again, took fucking 4 years. Is that how long I've been streaming for to get an actual capture card? How much was this? Was like 100 and something, like 120 maybe. I decided fuck it. I think now is the time to actually just take it somewhat seriously and get one. So yeah, got a capture card. Been using it. Obviously, it works fine enough. So there's that. Then okay, I guess we might as well just do the pre-Black Friday, and then yeah, might as well. So these were things I picked up when I was on vacation back in October. I was just like, oh yeah, actually, by the way, I forgot to mention that. Not that I don't feel like showing it with the capture card. I did also buy an AC, or not AC, AV cord adapter, whatever fucking cord thing. The red, white, yellow cord, like an adapter for that, so I can play like right now. Like I know for sure Wii 360, N64 works. A couple other consoles work. I haven't been able to get it to work with PS2 and PS3, which I know there's like reasons for that. My OG Xbox seems to be broken, which is annoying. But either way, some consoles work, some consoles don't. So again, like I could technically stream those at some point. But yeah, that was another thing I bought. That was only like a few bucks. But yeah, either way, yeah, back to what I was talking about here. In October when I was on vacation, I was like, okay, I guess like now that I have some free time, I guess I'll search for like some things I've been wanting on eBay. And a lot of the things I've been wanting are very fucking expensive to where I didn't get them. However, the things I did get were Kinniku Banzuke games, which I do own a decent amount of them already. I guess I could show them very briefly. Yeah, I do own GB2. I own like these other PlayStation Kinniku Banzuke games. But I was missing a few of them to where I got the ones that were on eBay that were like relatively cheap. So yeah, I showed GB2 here. I did buy GB1 and GB3. I genuinely, I don't remember how much these were. They were not super, like none of these were over, like it might have been slightly over $20. But none of them were like particularly expensive. I think actually now that I think about it, I think the 4-4, I think it was $80. It's like it averages to around $20 each. Mind you, I think one of them was less, the other one, whatever. You get the point. I believe these two though were about $20 each. But these are actually games that I played a lot of. I played them on emulator a lot when I was a kid. Which, by the way, if you don't know what Kinniku Banzuke is, it's the show that well, okay, do I really want to give the full story? Either way, like it's Sasuke / Ninja Warrior adjacent. It's the show that Sasuke / Ninja Warrior was originally part of. Either way, so yeah, you can play like there's Sasuke on this. There's like Sportsman and Banzuke games on these. But yeah, I played these when I was a kid, so that's cool to have those. Again, $20 each for those. This was less. This was like $10, 10-ish. For the PlayStation muscle ranking, well, like Kinniku Banzuke Volume 3, Saikunono Challenger, whatever, yeah, whatever. I don't think I've actually played this one. I've played some of these, the PS1 ones, but I've not played this one in particular. But it was the one I was missing. I do own, I believe I have all the PlayStation ones now. But yeah, I was missing this one, so it's complete and everything. So $10-ish for that. Oh, it's not too bad. This one was the one that was a little bit more. This was, I think it was like 25-ish, somewhere in that range. And what was annoying about this played out on the live stream that I missed out picking up the package for this, to where I had to fucking drive to the post office to pick it up myself, which is annoying. But either way, it's a GBA Kinniku Banzuke game. This is actually not a normal one. I've never played this one, actually. I don't even know what it's actually called because it's not in English anywhere here. But I believe this is actually an RPG. Like, instead of like an actual like Sasuke, like the thing that has Sasuke on it and everything. It's just an RPG with the mascot character. I believe there was an anime with the character, and that's like I believe what the game is actually based off of. But um, why not? Yeah, and I want to own every Kinniku Banzuke game, so that's another one for the collection. All right, so that's Kinniku Banzuke. I need to make sure I don't knock that over. Okay, I guess we'll do the books that weren't Black Friday, all reality TV related. Um, this was like what I bought this like so long ago. At this point, I bought this back in July, I believe. Um, because why not? I guess I bought Mario Lanza's book when it was worth playing for, which, yeah, I mean, Mario Lanza is a very storied survivor historian. I don't know if I actually needed his book, but also it was like $5 and it's actually in really good shape, so why not? Maybe I'll read it someday. Who the fuck knows? Other thing, this was on Amazon. I think this was like $10, like maybe even less. It was very cheap for the official Amazing Race Travel Companion. Which is an interesting book because it's like it goes through like locations and then talks about like the event. Okay, you can't see that, but whatever. Like mentions like the tasks that were done there and like what seasons they were in, and yeah, it's cool. It's a cool little thing. Like it's obviously nothing like too meaningful, but yeah, like an Amazing Race, like yeah, was it whatever official book by CBS and everything. It's by the Elise, whatever her name is, the co-found or co-creators. So whatever. Then this is probably more notable to more people. I did also get my copy of Behind the Mirror, Taron Armstrong's book, which is signed. I did get it pre-ordered from Book Catapult. That's also a thing. But yeah. I haven't read it. Genuinely, I haven't read it. I will probably actually end up doing is getting the audiobook. Because I do have where did I have? It's on Amazon. I have a free audiobook somewhere, so I'll probably just get the audiobook and listen to that instead of actually reading the actual book itself. But I wanted to have a copy of the book because I'll support Taron. Why not? So there's that. Yeah, I guess. Okay, so everything else, that's literally everything pre-Black Friday. Everything else is post-Black Friday now. Which I guess let's just do, we'll get the one game thing that was on the top done because, like, I keep on almost knocking it over, so let's just stop doing that. Astrobot controller, I needed a controller, because I only have one right now, and I always like to have one backup. So, this one on sale for $60, I think. Was it $60? Something like that. It was cheap. Like, it was again, controllers are so fucking expensive nowadays. But it's more than what I would have ideally liked to spend. But I was like at the point where I'm like, well, if I'm spending more money on a fucking controller, I might as well get a good one. So I did get the Astrobot one, which is cool. Generally, it's like I actually don't even know if I want to play this one because I actually kind of just like having it. So I don't know. We'll see. Maybe if I see a controller on sale before I'm in need of a new one, I will just keep this one sealed and I'll just buy another one. But yeah, obviously I have that there. All right. So again, everything else was like within Black Friday. I guess we'll again run through the non-game stuff first. More books, actually comics. I bought these all at the same time. These were all very cheap. These were all less than $10 each. All comics I've read in the past, and I do very much like, but I didn't own. And again, this is like a spot where, like, in an ideal world, I would own all the physical media of things I like. I used to read comics. I haven't in a very long time, but in an ideal world, I would own all the comics I do like. Same thing goes with manga and that sort of stuff. But I never got around to it. But I saw these they were on sale during Black Friday. They were all less than $10. I was just like, why not? So I did get the first off, I got the Killing Joke, Batman Killing Joke, obviously. That was a great comic. Again, known as one of the best of all time. I think this was like $8 or something. It's like actually sealed with like a seal on it, which is kind of weird. But yeah, got that. Then we got actually I just really obviously I forgot that was part of it. They're all Alan Moore books, aren't they? which is why I got them all at the same time. Either way, V for Vendetta is this one here. I think this might have been 10 exact. But yeah, V for Vendetta obviously is still very good. I actually don't even remember the comic that well though, I'll be honest. Like I remember the movie way more than I do the comic, but I have read the comic though, like way back, but got that. And then the other one, obviously one of the best comics of all time, we got Watchmen, which okay, I just realized this is dented already. So that's a great start. Great start to the comic book collection. But yeah, this was also like $9, I think it was for Watchmen, which again, it's a pretty big steal. So that's the comics. Now Blu-ray / DVDs. Again, all just kind of random. Because they were cheap. I don't remember the order of these. It doesn't really matter. I guess we'll go through the movies, the Blu-ray movies here. I don't even think any of these were like super cheap. The thing is, like, Blu-rays used to go on sale for like $4 or whatever. These were like 6 to 7, 6 to 8, I would say, like somewhere in that range. I don't remember the exact number. I think so. I got Dungeons & Dragons, Honor Among Thieves, which it's okay movie. It got really good reviews. I think it's good. It's not great. It's not like anything super special, but it's a well-made movie. I think this was $6. So I got it. This is a movie that I didn't own, and I was surprised I didn't own. Like, I would have assumed I owned it, but this was $6 also. No Country for Old Men, which is obviously a great movie. Just didn't own it for whatever reason. Then these, I think, were $8 each, which is, like, a little bit more than I ideally would like to spend. But I was just like, you know what? Why not? I'll fucking get them. I'm already spending all this fucking money anyway. I might as well just get everything else. So I got Scream. This is 5, right? Is it 5 and then 6? The two recent ones, which they're both good. Like I've watched them. I actually almost did a Scream series ranking. Maybe I still will at some point. But yeah. I got those, and then I did get Top Gun Maverick. I believe this was $8 as well. At least this one came with a slipcover. At least that's something. But yeah, very good movie too. I think it was my movie of the year for the year that came out. What year was that? Was it 22? Yeah, 22. Then again, I don't watch fucking movies anymore. But yeah, so there's that. Then this is something that I bought because I saw one of these were on sale. I don't remember the exact one, but one of these were on sale for $10, and that led to me like buying the other two. I think it was RPM. Okay, so we got Power Rangers RPM, the series, $10. So yeah, the entire series is Power Rangers RPM. Obviously, again, massive Power Ranger fan. I do own a lot of the seasons on DVD. Not all of them, but a lot of the ones that are at least cheap. Like there's certain ones that are still very expensive. Like Zeo, Turbo, In Space. Those three are very expensive. And then which ones am I missing? I have most of the pre Neo Saban era at this point. But yeah, either way, RPM was like $10, so I got that. And then I decided to look at Amazon to see how much the other ones were, and I think I ended up getting the 3 for like $35. It was like something like that. To where I think this was like also 10. Jungle Fury, which that's an insane photo. That one there. What the fuck is that? But yeah, Jungle Fury's decent. And then what's funny is I spent the most amount of money on the shittiest fucking one. We got fucking Operation Overdrive. This was like $15. But again, it was just a spot where like I'm already buying the other two. I might as well fucking get it too. So yeah, got all those Power Ranger seasons. All right. It's time. It's time for the Black Friday game pickups. Yeah, this is just kind of insane, to be honest. I don't even actually, you know what? Actually, since like everything's like able to be spread out more, we can just do a full view. Yeah, this I bought all of this within like 2 weeks. Probably even less. Like, I mean, because like it's pretty much Black Friday and then like again a little bit like the week after. I haven't bought anything in like a week or so, I don't think. Or is I actually no, I should clarify. Nothing has arrived in about a week or so. So like again, this is like a decent ways back, like most of the stuff. So I think I have this ordered already based on order. So essentially, okay, this is the way it started. Is that Actually, let's clarify. This stuff is like Amazon / Best Buy Black Friday deal. Like, these are essentially normal Black Friday deals. These are like actually Black Friday deals that I would have bought anyway. This stuff, like some of this stuff is like more like limited, like stuff from like was it Fan Gamer and like limited run games and stuff like that I wanted. The rest is essentially VGP and Play Asia, which those are purchases that I essentially made for like a couple items, but it's like these are like places where like to get free shipping you need to spend like $75 or like $100, and like at that point I'm just like, okay, well then I'll add this and I'll add this and I'll add this, and just like got to the point where this. So yeah, I just realized I don't think this was not actually part of this now I think about it. But anyway, well, this is towards the top, so we'll just run through this one right away. I do have Choo Choo Charles here, physically, which is again another like weird horror game that's just like, I think this was 20. I think I did spend 20 on this, but this was actually not part of it. I have it like with all the other ones from the big orders, but this is actually not from the big orders. This is actually, I think this is like one of the first things I bought on Black Friday though. But yeah, this was on Best Buy, I think. I don't even think it was Amazon. I think it was Best Buy. But yeah, Choo Choo Charles, when I play it, I might genuinely on stream. We'll see. Okay. So wait, this is not in the right order either, because this is in the second one. Either way, whatever. Okay. So first up, VGP. Let's do the VGP orders. I had 2 orders from VGP. Wait, yeah, everything's mixed up here. Actually, I thought I ordered this correctly. I guess I didn't. Yeah, things are mixed up a little bit, but either way, VGP, I think it's this stuff is order 1. This stuff was order 1. This plus this is order 2. Wait, no, I had 3 orders. I had 3 orders, dude. Fuck me. This is order 3. Then this is Play Asia. And then yes, this is okay. I know. I figured it out. I figured out how I organize this. Either way, yeah. So let's do. I'll do the VGP orders in terms of, yeah, like when I ordered them. Or that I ordered them. So the first one was the big one. The first one was the one where like I really just said fuck it and added in anything that was relatively cheap that I was like moderately interested in. I literally researched all these games, looked into what these are, if there's something I would be somewhat interested in playing, and I got way too fucking much. But they were all relatively cheap. It ultimately ended up being like a $250 order. But most of them were very cheap. So it's like this stack here. So yeah, I guess we'll run through them in the order. I think I have them in the order that like I actually took them out of the box, because that's how I logged them. And I pulled them off the shelves. But either way, first game. This is actually something I was interested in because I just think it's a ridiculous looking game. This was like $10 for Lord Winklebottom Investigates. It's a point and click adventure game where you play as a giraffe detective. I kind of had to get it. I mean, again, like I had to. This one, I don't know why I bought. This is one I should not have bought. $10 for Potion Permit. I see this game around a lot. I don't know why, but I should not have bought this. This is one that I definitely might even get rid of, just because like I don't actually have any interest in this game. I don't even remember what it is. Obviously I looked it up. I think it's like, yeah, it's like a simulator sort of thing. Or I don't know. When am I ever playing this? Never. But whatever. That was $10. This was like less. This was 10 Canadian, I believe. So this is like what, like $6 US. A Tale of Paper Refolded. I know this got like pretty bad reviews, but in general, I believe it is like a Little Nightmare / like Limbo sort of ripoff. It looked cool. Like that's why I bought it. I thought it genuinely looked cool, but like I don't think it's actually supposed to be any good. But again, I wouldn't be opposed to actually giving that one a shot at some point. Then we got this one was also $10 Canadian. Which, by the way, also, yeah, clarify. VGP is a Canadian games store. That's what it is. But yeah, we got Root Letter Last Answer, which is, from what I understand, this is a visual novel game that got remade using live action, like real people for some reason. Which, like, you would think they would put real people on the cover at that point, but no. But yeah, it's like real, like the back shows real people. Anyway, when am I playing this? But $10 again. It comes with what is this going? It's in a big case at least, so that's something. This is one that I think this was supposed to be pretty bad, but it looked interesting. Like, got bad reviews, but I thought it looked interesting as a game. But I don't know when I remember playing it. Silent Swan. This was 10 Canadian as well. I don't even remember the type of game it is. It's a walking sim. I think it's like a horror sort of walking sim, if I remember right. Oh, it looked interesting. Like, I thought it generally looked interesting. It's just that, again, when am I ever playing it? This is one that I'm like, why did I buy this? Why the fuck did I buy it? Why did I buy Arc Runner? I don't know why the fuck I bought Arc Runner. I mean, this looks like a fine, like, action. Yeah, it's action roguelike. I should not have bought this though. This is like, this might have even been less than 10 Canadian. It was very, very cheap, but also it's like, what am I doing in this game? I'm never playing this game. Same thing goes with Pocket Bravery. This was 10 Canadian. It's a, like, chibi fighting game. I'm never playing this. Again, like, these two games are definitely two that I'm just like, why did I buy this? Like, I at least have a reasoning for these other ones. These two, I don't even have a reasoning. I just got them. Kind of same thing with this, too. Ziggurat 2? I don't know what the fuck Ziggurat is. I looked it up, and it's like some sort of like first person, like kind of like wizardry sort of game. I'm never playing this. Why the fuck did I get this? It was 10 Canadian, so again, it was cheap, but I don't fucking need it. Whatever. These are actually ones I'm actually kind of interested in. I actually save this for later, because those are actually games I'm actually interested in. Actually, I guess I'll put them up here, because these are like the games I was actually like kind of interested in. Then we got, this is a game that I have digitally, and I just got it physically for no reason. This was five Canadians, to clarify. This was so fucking cheap, but also it's like, why do I need this? Kotodama, The Seven Mysteries of Fujisawa. I don't actually know what this game is. I have 2 fucking copies of it. I think it's like a puzzle game, right? Yeah, it's a puzzle game. Like, it's a puzzle game mixed with like visual novel. I don't fucking know. It was 5 Canadian, so it's like, why not, I guess. This is a double pack that I got. That's like, why did I get this? Astronite and Runner Heroes Enhanced Edition. Why did I get this? I'm clarifying. This was 15 Canadian for the 2. So it's like, what is that, like 5 US each? So it's like, it was very cheap, but also it's, again, like, when am I ever playing this? I believe this one is like a 2D platformer. Yeah, 1-bit Metroidvania is what Astronite is. This one, I believe, is Endless Runner. Oh yeah, I forgot. This is actually kind of interesting. It was an Endless Runner, but like you play as 2 characters. But it's like 1 player playing as 2 characters. Like, that's like a kind of interesting concept. But I'm never actually playing these though. But whatever, they were cheap. Same thing with this. This was 10 Canadian for Die After Sunset. Looked like a very mid, like, third-person shooter. I don't know why I bought this. I shouldn't have bought this. Dude, fuck me. Okay, this one's actually what I'm interested in. Metal Tail, not the one I'm about to show, the one I put up there. Either way, Metal Tails Overkill. This was 10 Canadian, I believe. I don't remember what this is. It's a metal influenced game. Is that something? Become the ultimate metal god. But yeah, I don't know what the game actually is. This was 5 Canadian. No, wait, 4? Was it 4 Canadian? It was very, very cheap. Supermarket Shriek. Like, at least with this game, it could be a funny game to stream. At least there's that. Like, like the back is literally scream like a man, scream like a goat, scream together. I believe it's like some sort of... Ooh, I thought it was like a Mario Party style game, but it might be just like a weird racer. I don't know. It looked shit, but also it's like it was so cheap. But I don't know. This I don't. Was I interested in this? I don't even remember. Super Bullet Break Day 1 Edition. So that's something. Big case. I don't know what it comes with. It's a. Oh, actually, this was like moderately interesting. It's a deck building strategy roguelike game. This was 10 Canadian. Which again, like it comes with extra shit. I'm assuming that's probably why it's in a big case. So it's not bad. 10 Canadian. Well, again, I don't know when I'm ever playing it. This is one that I probably shouldn't have bought. I don't know. Evergate. This might have been 15 Canadian. I don't know. It wasn't expensive. Maybe it was 10. I don't know. It was somewhere in that. It was cheap still, like within the $10 range. I don't even remember what this is. Is it a Metroidvania? It probably is. They mostly are. I don't know. When am I ever playing this? Never. This I actually thought was funny. This is like a funny concept at least. Curse of the Sea Rats. This was 10 US, I know. Which I believe this is like an action platformer with you play as like a sea rat. So I'm never playing this, but still. At least it was a funny concept. This is one I don't know why I bought. This is another one that I should not buy. Was it Recompile? I remember this is actually supposed to be bad. But it was $10 and it at least looked cool, but I know it's supposed to be really bad. So I probably shouldn't have bought it, but also it's a limited edition. It comes in a steel case. So it was kind of worth it. Maybe. Yeah, I guess I'll just play everything back up there now. This was 5 US or 5 Canadian, like that. And this is actually a game that I actually think is actually kind of interesting. This is actually something I generally would have bought. Arcade Spirits, which looks like a weird game. I mean, like it's like a visual novel where you work in an arcade, I believe. Like, it looks interesting to me. Like, is it actually good? Probably not. It's probably bad. But I at least thought this looked interesting. To where, like, $5 US for a physical copy, I'll take that. Like, that's fine. This is like a legitimate... I would have legitimately bought that. Alright, now the games that I was actually legitimately interested in, though. I'm too fair. This is one that, like, I was interested in, but also I never would have actually bought it if I didn't buy the rest of this stuff. But this was 20 Canadian, I think. Something like that. Song of Memories, which by the way, is still amounts to like less than 15 US. I don't actually remember what this. It's like a rhythm. Wait, okay. It's like a rhythm action game, like RPG style game or something like that. I remember this like looked very weird. To where I was interested in the game, but like again, it's just I'm never actually playing this, but whatever. Then we got Labyrinth of Zangetsu. This was 10. This is a dungeon crawler, right? Yeah. This is the type of game that like is interesting conceptually, but also I'll probably never actually play it, and I'll probably actually hate it if I did play it. But at least seems like a cool game. But yeah, probably not actually for me. But that was like $5 or $10 Canadian. This was 15, I remember. So about 10 US. Earth Defense Force 5. Which I've never got into the Earth Defense Force series, but I would like to. And I'm pretty sure they're just like mindless action games, but again, not for like $10. Also not like a super common game. It's like, I'll take it. That's not too bad. This was, I believe, 10 Canadian for Adventure Academia: The Fractured Continent. Actually, I don't know if I actually cared about this game. I think this is one I just tagged along at the end. It's a tactical RPG, I think. Yeah, I actually don't know what that game is. Never mind. This is one I legitimately wanted. Well, I guess we'll go to this is one I didn't. So it's like that's kind of like whatever. But so we'll do this one first. Valtherian Arc, Hero School Story 2. I didn't know there was Hero School Story 1. So I actually almost bought a physical copy of School Story 1 afterwards, which I might still eventually do, even though I don't believe these are actually supposed to be good. But, like, I've never heard of these games in my entire life. Yeah, it's like a sim RPG. I doubt it's actually something I'll be that interested in, but this was $15, 15 Canadian, so I was like, I'll add it to the order. But these were the two that I legitimately wanted. These are like the two games I actually wanted of these like 20 something games. These are the two that I actually needed. First up, we got Classic Heroes 3 Remaster. I have Classic Heroes 1 and 2, so I want to get Classic Heroes 3. That's something. I don't remember how much this was. I think this was 30 Canadian or something like that. It was somewhere in that range. But yeah, again, just to get the rest of the series. And then this was essentially 35 US, which is what it originally came out as. However, the limited run, the original run of it is gone, obviously. So I was like, okay, I guess I have to pick it up this way. So we got Glover on PS5, which is a game I have a lot of nostalgia for. It's a game I played when I was a kid. So to get the PS5 physical copy, I kind of had to, I guess. I have to. I mean, I guess I don't, considering I literally didn't the first time I had the chance to. But now I do. So, yep, got that for $35. I still need to get, what was the other one? I literally was talking about this on last live stream. What was it? But again, there's another old school platformer sort of game that I played when I was a kid that got a physical. Oh, Croc Legend of the Gobos. I need to get a physical copy of that too. I don't know if I can or when I will. Either way, so that's the first VGP order. Now for order number 2, which this was for like one item. Dude, this is so stupid. This is legitimately for one item. Yeah, this is kind of this spot where like I wanted one thing, and I was just like, okay, I need like an extra like 30 or $40, and I just like tagged in like a lot of other random cheap shit. So yeah. So again, it's this stuff. This was like around $100 or so. It wasn't like, again, this wasn't as outrageous to clarify. But also, do I need this stuff? And this is what I actually legitimately wanted. The thing is, though, in retrospect, I would have bought the PlayStation version. But for Xbox One, I did get Endling Extinction is Forever, which I thought looked like a really cool game. I don't fully remember exactly what it is, but it's like a game where you play as a fox, and I believe you're like trying to avoid being captured or whatever. It looks really cool. The thing is, though, is that, so this was 5 Canadian. So obviously very, very cheap. That was like $3 US. The thing is, though, there's a PS4 version, and I didn't, and like at the time I looked up the PS4 version on VGP, and it was like $20. The thing is, like a week later it was $5 or like 10. No, it was $10. It was 10 US. So like it's still more than this, but like in retrospect, I would have bought the PS4 version because like PS4 is more my console like of choice over Xbox. But it is what it is. Whatever. Yeah, it just is what it is. This was 5 Canadian as well. We got 2 Point Hospital. The type of game that, like, in an ideal world, would I play them? Yeah, but I won't ever have the time to play it. But also, it was $5, 5 Canadian, so again, 3 US, so it's like, why not? This was 10 Canadian. This is actually a game I was interested in. The thing is, though, I didn't know there was a PS5 physical release, so I probably should have gone for the PS5 version. I believe the physical release for PS5 is a European exclusive, but you can buy it on VGP, so, like, in retrospect, I would have gotten that, but, okay, didn't mean to hit the desk. Anyway, we got Nuclear Blaze, which comes with a keychain. So that's something. This actually looks like a cool game. Like, it's a 2D, like, firefighting game, where you're, like, going around this, like, area and trying to, like, put out fires and everything. Like, it seems like an interesting game. I think it's a cool concept, but yeah, again, like, I would have probably bought the PS5 version in retrospect, but that's fine. This is, actually, I'll save that one for later, because that's actually a game that I'm actually interested in. This one, I should not have bought. Why did I buy this? It's 10 Canadian, so it wasn't a lot, but also, did I need Demetrios, the Big Cynical Adventure replastered? I can answer that for you. I did not need this. This is a European exclusive, though, for whatever that's worth. But it's a point-and-click adventure game that's like a really dumb, like filled with dumb humor and everything. I believe this game's horrible, but like, again, like I actually do like horrible games. Like I've thought this before, like I think it actually is like funny to play horrible games at least, but also I'm never actually playing this. So like I should not have bought this, but it is what it is. This is not. I don't know what. I should not have bought this. Also, this was this 10 Canadian? It was very cheap, but I shouldn't have bought it. Mayhem Brawler. It's a beat 'em up. I believe it was supposed to be okay, and that's why I got it. But also, it's like I'm never playing this. Same thing with this Saga of Sin. I'm never actually playing this. This actually had a really cool art style, though. Is the thing. It's like it's in this like gothic sort of like art style. Like that's at least cool. But like also, I'm never actually playing the game. But again, that was 10 Canadian. This was 10 Canadian. Another game that I've seen on sale so many times. I just never bit the bullet and got it. But I guess I got it now. Oni. What is it? Road to the Mightiest Oni. That's the title? I've never read that on my Oni Road to be the mightiest Oni. You have Oni in it twice? Whatever. It's supposed to be bad. That's why I never actually bit the bullet and bought it, but it was like 10 Canadian, so I was like, whatever. Fuck it, I'll get it. Then these are the ones I was actually interested in. Mind you, this one I believe is supposed to still be bad, but it looks cool though, and that's One Last Breath. This is another like kind of like Limbo / like Little Nightmares sort of clone. It got like bad reviews, but it looked cool. So I don't know. I'll maybe play it at some point. This was like 15, I believe, Canadian. So there's that. This was 10 Canadian. I got Humankind Heritage Edition. This is another one of those games where, like, if I had all the time in the world, I'd play this, but I probably would never actually generally will because I just never will find the time to. But it's a historical strategy game, like Civilization sort of games. Like, those are sort of games I've always actually wanted to play, but just never have. This was 15 Canadian, but it looked cool. Another one that I probably wouldn't have bought if it wasn't for the fact that I got like this other thing that I mainly got it for. But this is a nice like game to also get. Got Dusk Diver. This is cool. I believe it got pretty mid reviews though. I don't think it's actually supposed to be any good, but I believe it was like kind of like a action game mixed with like visual novel stuff. I believe. I don't know. It looked interesting if I remember right. So. That's that. And then this is the main reason I got the entire thing. And the funny thing is that this is a game I already fucking own. Dude, fuck me. $20 though, As Dusk Falls. Dude, fuck me, dude. But yeah, I have As Dusk Falls physically. I got that. Even though I already own it digitally. But yeah, $20 physical copy. Again, I have a physical copy of it now, so thank God. All right, last VGP order. This is actually probably the best one quality wise. It's the least amount of games, but it also was the most it was more expensive than the last one. It was less than the first one, but it was the most expensive per game. Like I think this was like 120, which is like 8 games here. Mind you, the first 2 here were like very cheap. Which like are also the 2 that I don't care. Like the rest of them I'm actually cool. Like I think it's cool to get. These 2 are just like whatever. These were like tag-alongs. These were, I think this was 5 Canadian for Space Hulk Tactics. This is another one of those games I see around all the time. Never bit the bullet, but like 5 Canadian. It's like, why not? I'll get it. And then this was 10 Canadian for Metalloid Origin, which is a game that I actually passed up on like through the other orders. Like it was like a game that I was like interested in both times, but never actually got it. This time I got it though because I found out it was a VGP exclusive. You can only get it at VGP, which means it's going to be rare. People are going to want this game, surely. So, yeah, I bought it. Thank God. I'm going to be rich someday off these games, clearly. Yeah, these are games I actually wanted, though. Yeah, first up, this was the cheapest of the bunch. This was 20 Canadian, I believe. We got Onimusha Warlords, just the port of Onimusha 1, just in, like, on PS4, so why not? I'll get it. I already own it, technically. I own it digitally. I also own, actually, do I own the OG? I might not, actually. I don't, actually. It's the only one I don't own, interestingly. But, yeah, again, here, cool. And then, yeah, the rest of these were actually, like, moderately expensive, but I wanted them. These were like, I don't remember the exact prices. Again, like the total was like 120 by the end. I think it was like 25 US essentially each. they were all the same price. I remember because it was like a certain sale, and it was like 30 something Canadian. So they were all like 20 something bucks each. So yeah, they're all like, at least these four are all from the same Digital Clips, right? Is that what it is? Either way, same company. So the first, well, actually, I guess we'll just do this one first. Salt Suit Leonos 2. This is just like a port slash remaster of an old school, like, I don't even know what you call it, run and gun. Is that what that genre is called? But I own the first one digitally. I don't own it physically, but this is the type of game that I think will probably be uncommon as time goes on. So I was like, for 20 something bucks, I'll get a physical copy. I probably won't have the opportunity to get it again, you wouldn't think. These next three are all games that are part of the same series that I was. Well, actually, no. Actually, wait, I'm dumb. Wait, I just realized something. Did I? Or is it later? Oh, okay, that's why. I'm doing this out of order, is the thing. Okay, so these two games are part of a series that I got the other one of earlier, but I guess I'm talking about later because like this was the last Black Friday, or this was the last VGP order. So this was like after Black Friday technically. But yeah, it's part of the Gold Master series, but I ended up getting these two to complete the set. I believe there's actually more, but like whatever. To get all the ones that are readily available at least. I got The Making of Karateka and Tetris Forever, which, if you don't know what these games are, these are essentially like interactive documentaries, I think is what it is. These are essentially like this is essentially a documentary of Tetris, but you're like, you play the Tetris, like different versions of the Tetris as you go along. And the same thing, this is like Karakata is like an old school beat 'em up sort of game, right? And it's like you play it as you go along with like learning the history about the games. Which again, I think that's like really, really cool concept to where like I wanted to get these physically. So again, like for 25 bucks each, essentially, it's not too bad. I actually forgot, this is actually more in line with the Assault Suit Leonos. This is actually a remake or port or whatever, or remaster, I guess. I don't know, of an old school game that I was always interested in. I don't know if it's actually a game for me necessarily, but I got Under Defeat, which is a game that I know at a point was like one of the most expensive games for, I think it was the Dreamcast was originally released on. But yeah, physical modern version, 25 bucks, not too bad. I don't know if I'll ever play it, but it's a cool thing to have. And then this is also a big thing that I wanted. This is actually what genuinely convinced me to buy everything, is because I got a physical copy of Romancing Saga Minstrel Song Remastered International Edition. Yeah, lighting really fucked up. What the fuck happened to lighting there? I own Romancing Saga 2. So I was like, I might as well try to get a physical copy of Romancing Saga 1. And again, it was like 30-ish bucks, somewhere in that range. That's not too bad. I feel like this is probably going to be a fairly uncommon physical copy as time goes on. So I got it. I don't know when I'm ever playing these games. I would like to, but it's just one of these things that's like, when am I going to have the time? All right. That's VGP. Now it's time for the other random things I bought. Now let's do Play Asia. I don't know why I bought this shit. I mean, I know, but like also I shouldn't have. It's like nothing here is like that big of a priority. I literally just bought it for the sake of it, really. This is like $100. It was what, 8 games? I don't even remember. Like, this is like literally a tag along. Why the fuck did I get this? But yeah, they're all like non-American releases. Even though some of them turned out to actually come out in America, which is very funny. Either way, this is a Japanese exclusive. The Idol Master, Starlit Season. I don't know. This was like less than $10. It's like an idol game, right? It's like a music rhythm game where like there's anime girl. Like, I thought this would be funny to stream. Is the main reason I got it. But will I actually generally play it? Who the fuck knows? Oh wait, this is a Korean release. That's even more fucking random. Whatever. Then we got, this is one of those that I bought not realizing there was actually an American copy. But oh well. Eurokill. the what was it? The cumulative games or wait, Calimination game, whatever the fuck it is. Anyway, this is a game that actually did get a U.S. release. Money, this was cheap. This was like $12 for the Japanese release. I believe the physical copy in America is like 20 or more. So it's like I got it for cheaper. And like if you know, like with modern games, like if you get a copy from another country, it'll still install the localized version on your console. So it's like it will play. The thing is, like, the issue would come from like DLC and stuff. You can't get DLC. But I'm getting Eurokill DLC. I don't know if I'm ever actually playing this, but like I am interested in the game. Like it's a visual novel sort of game, right? So I don't know. And I guess like mixed with like shoot 'em up elements. Could be interesting. Then we got, this is a game that I generally don't know anything about. Tokyo Psychodemic. This was like $10, I believe. It was like very cheap. I legitimately know nothing about this game. And also, for all I know, this actually might just be a Japanese release. I don't like, was this released in America? Because if it wasn't, then like you can, because like as I mentioned before, like again, it'll download the localized version, but like if there's no like English version, then like it will obviously just be in Japanese. So I don't know if there actually even is an American version of this or English version, but whatever. $10. Next up, this is something I bought literally just because it's a shoot 'em up. And who knows, maybe they'll be expensive someday. This is a Japanese exclusive. It's like the title's not even on it. It's like Radigi 2, something like that, right? It's a shoot 'em up. It was cheap. It was like $10, so why not? Next up, this is a PAL exclusive, also a Play Asia exclusive. So yeah, it was pretty cheap. It was like $10 for Reverie, Sweet As Edition. I think this is like an RPG, if I remember right, like an Earthbound style RPG. So it looked cool. I don't know when I'll ever play it, but it looked cool though. So whatever, $10. This is another one of these. I think this got a US release. I didn't realize it got a US release at the time I bought it, but also it was $10, so it's like it was cheap anyway. But we got Crystar. I know nothing about this game. I literally, like, I looked it up when I bought it, but like I have no memory of what it is anymore. It's some sort of RPG, but I don't know, $10. These are the two I legitimately wanted though. This was like $6, and like this is a game that I legitimately thought was interesting. It's like I don't know, like kind of like an indie, like narrative based, like adventure game, and it's like a PAL exclusive. But it's a Road to Guangdong. Like physically, this wasn't released in America, so for like less than $10 for a physical copy of that, like that was one of the main reasons I got the stuff from PlayAsia. And then also this, I was like, I kind of wanted to, even though I own it digitally also, fuck it, I got it anyway. The Exit in the Platform 8, which, I know John, my Twitch chat, has been recommending this game, but also in general, I've heard good things about this game. It's like a very weird, like, walking sim. So why not? It was like 20, I think, maybe even 15. It was relatively cheap, to where that was also another motivation of getting this purchase. So there we go. All right, kind of almost there. Just 2 stacks left. This is really just miscellaneous. Yeah, this is really just miscellaneous stuff. Like this stuff is like actual Black Friday from like Amazon and Best Buy. This is just like kind of just random shit I bought along the way. Actually, now I think about it, this was pre-Black Friday. Yeah, this was actually pre-Black Friday. I'm actually dumb. A Space for the Unbound. This should have been the pre-Black Friday stack. This was like $15 or $20. It was pretty cheap. And it was from actually Serenity Forge. Like I actually bought it from the publisher. But yeah, it was like really cheap. And it's a game that I was actually like really interested in. So I was actually kind of happy I got this. So I don't know when I'll play it, but again, that was actually like kind of an interesting game. These are more recent. These are Amazon, I think, or Woot / Amazon. So I don't even remember how much this was. This was like pretty cheap, like 10 or 15 bucks. Got Tales from Candleforth. I remember nothing about this game, but collection of fairy tales, point and click adventure game. Oh, relatively cheap. I got it. This is what I was mentioning earlier, the game that referring to when I was talking about Tetris Forever and the making of Tekka, whatever it is. This is like the other one in the series. We got Lamasoft, the Jeff Minter story. Which again is like an interactive documentary where you play all the games made by Jeff Minter. And yeah, it looks weird. And I actually generally want to play this. I actually think it's like really cool. Play 42 of the wildest, trippiest, sheepiest games ever created. So that was $20 for this. I thought that was a pretty good deal. This is one that I bought because I had the first one I literally showed earlier in this pickup video. We got Pac-Man World Repack 2. This was $15, I think. Maybe it was 20. I don't remember. But I bought it because I had the first ones. Now I have both. I have both physically. Thank God. Alright. These... Actually, no. This was Amazon. This was Amazon, but it was like very cheap. And it was just like kind of randomly bought like along the way. This was like $8 for Left Alive. Why not? It's $8. I believe it's supposed to be really shit. I actually don't even know what type of game it is. I don't know if it's like some sort of horror game or what, but I know it's supposed to be really bad. But $8, why not? These were Woot. I remember these were Woot purchases. No, up to here. Don't remember the exact prices. Like I think 15 for the Phantom. Which is like a beat 'em up based on the Phantom property that no one gives a shit about. But supposedly it's very mid. But I don't know. It was $15. I got it. This is one I legitimately wanted because it's another one of those games that I'm like, maybe it'll be rare someday. This was like 15 or $20. Karma, The Dark World, which I actually believe this is supposed to be an okay like horror game. Like it's actually not supposed to be that bad. So, again, it might get expensive someday. So that's why I got it. Then this is something I got because I saw that it might be the worst game ever made. And it was $10, I think. So why not? For Battle of Rebels. I know nothing about this game outside the fact that it is quite possibly the worst game ever made. And that made me buy it. So yeah, it's like, I saw that like someone, played it and they like instantly fell through the floor, which that was my experience with Hour of Victory, which which in my mind is one of the worst games I've ever played. And this could be the next Hour of Victory. Thank God. Then this one, I think this was like 15 on Woot, something like that. We got Kemco RPG Selection Volume 1, which is a collection of like really shitty RPGs from what I understand. But I don't know, it's 4 RPGs for $15. I doubt they're any good, but still, I got it. And then this is something I legitimately wanted. This was under 20, like slightly, I think it was like 17 or 18 for Worms Armageddon Anniversary Edition, which Worms Armageddon's a game that was on like N64 and everything. I never played it, but again, if I ever wanted to, I can. And it's fairly expensive, the original. So it's like if I ever wanted to play it, I could play it now. But yeah, that was like $18 or so. These were like random Amazon purchases. Yeah, all these. I just realized something. No, that's right. Okay. But yeah, like so, this was like $5 for Harvest Moon Mad Dash. Which the copy is like really beat out. Like the seal's broken. There's like a sticker residue on there. But this was $5 for a sealed copy. Again, quote unquote sealed. So why not? I hear it's bad, but it's like a Harvest Moon mobile game, I think, that they got ported over. But yeah, supposedly it's bad, but $5, why not? This is something this gets back into like why did I buy this? Nobblebulk Dungeon Master. I looked up a review of it, like seemed to be okay, but also why the fuck did I buy this? Like I have no reason to actually buy this. And this was like $15 too. I should not buy this. Like that's definitely something that's like why did I get it? Same thing goes with this. This was also like I actually looked this up. I bought this for 15. Why the fuck did I buy this for 15? Guts and Glory? Why did I buy this? Like I really don't know why I bought this. Like it's a like soccer. I think it's like a soccer. Actually, is it soccer? Yeah, it's soccer. Yeah, soccer game, but like you can beat up people, right? I don't know. I don't know why I bought this. But yeah, that was 15. This one I actually wanted a bit more. Again, this one's more in line with the those previous games I showed. Atari Mania. It's like Atari like collection, but also like they kind of built a game around it. So that's cool. Like another one that's kind of like more so like preserve history and everything. So yeah, why not? This was like $15, so that was a cool game to get. Then we got this is one I think I overspent on this one if I remember right. I think this was like 25. But it's a limited run game, so I decided to get it, but I also shouldn't have. Rugrats Adventures in Gameland, which I hear is like pretty decent. It's supposedly like a decent game, but also I did not need to actually spend $25 on this. Like that was definitely a bit overkill, but oh well at this point. I don't know when I'm ever playing it, but that goes with everything. This is actually the most recent purchase, I believe. I literally just got this like a week ago. These are all pretty cheap though. This was like, was this 15 for Golden Tee Arcade Classics? Now, again, you can question, did I need Golden Tee Arcade Classics? Which the answer is definitely no. But that's fairly cheap. Again, it's like, what, 8 Golden Tee games? So that's something. Then this is something I just bought for the sake of it. If I ever do eventually do a Sony exclusive ranking for the generation, I need it. So, Gran Turismo 7. This was like, I think I might have spent 20 on this, to be honest. But why not? I'll just fucking get it. I'm going to buy it eventually anyway. And this was 20. I own it. Well, I don't own it. It's on Game Pass. So if I wanted to play it there, I probably would just play it there. But $20 for Visions of Mana. I don't even know if this is supposed to be a good game or not, but why not? Physical for 20. Okay. I mean, like, you know, actually, let's see. Actually, these are some of the better pickups. Like, instead of going through the rest of this, let's go through some of the more shitty, like, Black Friday pickups. Which, this was, like, was this 10? It might have been 15. It was definitely less than 20 because I wouldn't have bought it if it was 20. But Lords of the Fallen, which is, again, another game that's on Game Pass, I believe. But, got a physical for, like, 10 to 15. It's like, why not? I don't know when I ever play it, though. But it was cheap. These, I don't remember how much this was, to be honest. I think it was 15 for Beyond the Ice Palace 2, which I actually, like, I've seen this game around for a while. I never actually knew what it was. I looked at what it was, and it's like, it's a sequel to a game that came out, like, 30 years ago or something. It's like, why'd they do that? But, I don't know, whatever. I'll play it eventually, maybe. Probably not, but that was cheap. And then this was, I think, like 15 or 20 for Capcom Fighting Collection 2, which I generally wanted because that's Power Stone on it. That was actually the most interesting thing. There's also actually other good, like Capcom vs. SNK, Capcom Fighting Evolution, Street Fighter 3 Alpha, Project Justice, Plasma Sword. Again, a lot of really cool fighting games on this, actually. So, again, am I actually going to play them? I don't know, but, like, again, cool to get, like, modern versions of Power Stone and everything. So, again, relatively cheap for it, so why not? Definitely cheaper than, like, getting the modern, or, like, getting the original versions. This was 20, I think, on Amazon for Jurassic Park Classic Games Collection. Which, yeah, it's what, like, Jurassic Park from NES, Super Nintendo, Genesis, Rampage Edition, Jurassic Park 2, I don't know, a lot of Jurassic Park games. I never played any of them, but again, a limited run collection that's like $20. I'll always pretty much get that, so why not? Then actually, wait, this was not an Amazon. I forgot. This is actually an eBay purchase. This is actually something I bought because I was looking. Who was I watching? I was watching RNG Gamer, and he was talking up this game, and it was a game that I was interested in beforehand anyway. But that, like, me watching him praise it was like, okay, I guess I'll buy it before it gets expensive. Disaster Report 4, Summer Memories, which like it has a VR mode. It's not a VR game though. But yeah, Disaster Report is a series that I've always been interested in. I never actually played any of them. But supposedly this one's pretty good. It's like it was $30, which yeah, a little bit more than I would have ideally liked to spend. But also, I feel like it's the type of game that might just like disappear over time. So I got it while I can. So why not? Then yeah, let's just run through these other random Amazon purchases. Got another Crab's Treasure. This was $20. It's another game that's on Game Pass, but if I want to play it elsewhere, I now have a way to do that. I believe it's like a crab, like you play as a crab, but it's like actually like a Souls-like, isn't it? It's like stuff like that. Again, kind of a weird concept, but I got that. Another game that was on Game, this actually left Game Pass, I believe. Metal Slug Tactics. This was like, this might have been 20, maybe it was 15, but yeah. Either way, yeah, again, a game that I thought was interesting. I almost played it, but I never got around to it. But it's another limited run physical release, so that for $20, I'll take it. Then we got, this was like 12. It was cheap, and it's a limited run release, so, and it looked cool actually. Lost Words, Beyond the Page, which I believe is like a platformer, like a narrative sort of platformer with like word stuff, gameplay mechanics. I don't know. It looked interesting. I don't know if I'll ever play it, but that was cheap. This is one of those that's like, I don't know when I'm ever playing it, but this was like $15. Was it 15? It was under 20. But anyway, Mortal Kombat 1. The new Mortal Kombat game. I own most of the other Mortal Kombat games, so why not get this one as well? Then, all right, where should we go next? Okay, let's actually, no, fuck it, let's do this. Red Dead 1, this was $10, for a physical copy of Red Dead 1. I obviously own it on Xbox, so I probably won't even play this PS4 copy, but they have it on PS4, why not? I'll get it for $10. This was actually pre-Black Friday as well, now I think about it. Yeah, I kind of bought this. This might have been like September or so, actually. Yeah, this isn't Black Friday. But yeah, this was like $30 for Dragon Quest III remake. Which I saw it on Black Friday for around the same price. So like, not a terrible deal for the time. I don't know when I'm ever playing it. I would love to play it, but I don't know when I ever will. But yeah, got it. I still need to get 1 and 2 remake at some point, but I'll probably play them at some point in my life. All right, let's just get it. Yeah, let's do the limited run stuff now, and then we'll end off with the like actual like AAA games that I bought. Which I just realized like something started there. Whatever. Yeah, some of the more like cool stuff from Fangamer. They had a Black Friday deal on a whole bunch of games. I don't remember the exact prices anymore. I feel like it was like 15. Okay, let's do this. I think, okay, so I got a couple PS4 games. I got Hollow Knight physical, which I didn't own physically. So I have that. I'm going to keep it sealed because I own it digitally. Undertale physically, which again I own digitally. So I kept that. I got to keep it sealed. Omori, which I don't own at all, which I do want to play. But I might just buy it digitally anyway. Yeah, I might keep these all sealed. I believe these were 15 each. I think that's what the case was the case with those. Then I believe Bug Snacks was 20. I think. But again, it's not one I own digitally, but I wanted a physical copy, so I got that. And then this is the one I was most interested in, and this one was a little bit more. This was like 25 or 30, but Crow Country, which is like a Resident Evil style game, right? Like old school Resident Evil style game. All these games are the games I was really interested in. They're all Fangamer releases, all like not super common. I mean, like, too, for Hollow Knight, Undertale, like, I would not be shocked if those are like fairly common, but like at least like Crow Country, Omori, I feel like those aren't super common games. So I got them. Again, it was like a total of like I don't even remember anymore. Was it like 80? It was something like that, $80-$90, somewhere in that range, maybe 100. Generally could not tell you, but I got all these. I think these are cool releases. These are cool things to have, so got those. These next two are $35 a piece. These were from limited run. Yeah, just kind of games that were part of that Black Friday sale, which is really funny because it's not actually on sale. It's really just like because like limited run, like their games are normally $35. It's essentially just like, hey, you have another opportunity to get these games now. But yeah, I took the chance. $35 for Clock Tower Rewind. Remake of Clock Tower 1. I never played it. I would like to. I doubt I'll actually like it, to be honest. I think I'll be annoyed by it, but I do want to play it, so I got it. And then also $35 for Ninja 5 which is at least at a point, I don't know anymore, but like at least at a point was the most expensive what was it? GBA game. So yeah, getting a way to actually play it is cool. Because I generally want to play it at some point. I think it would be a cool game to play. So got that. $35 a piece. So that's quite a bit. All right, final stack. We're almost fucking done. It's so fucking late, and I need to go to sleep because I have to be up early tomorrow. So that's great. Again, these are all like kind of bigger budget sort of games that I would typically buy on Black Friday, like not the random shovelware I got earlier. Either way, this was $35, I think. Maybe it was 30. I don't fucking remember. Somewhere in that range. Final Fantasy Tactics, Everleigh Chronicles. I do want to play it. I don't know when I'll actually get around to it, but I did want to get that. This is something I am probably going to stream. This was, I think, 20? Somewhere in that range for Date Everything, which, again, is just funny that this game exists. So, yeah. This was 25, I think, for Mafia the Old Country, which I hear is mid, but I would like to play it for myself, so I got that. Got this for 20. I'm already playing it on stream. The greatest game ever existed, Mind's Eye, which is funny. This is something I'm going to stream at some point. I don't remember how much I paid for it. Was it 20? Was it 30? I generally don't know. Pirate Yakuza in Hawaii. Generally could not tell you. I generally don't remember how much I paid for it, but it was a good enough price. This, I believe I overpaid for. I think this I paid 30, and I really shouldn't have, but it was kind of in the spot where, like, well, I'm buying everything else. I might as well just get this, too, at this point. Sonic Racing Crossroads, which I hear it's good. I mean, like, supposedly it's a good game, but also it's like, when am I ever actually playing it? And is it worth the $30 for me to play it? Probably not, but whatever. I hear it's good. I would ideally like to play it. This is something I bought because I generally want to buy, or generally want to play, but just like, when am I going to have the time to play it? Kingdom Come Deliverance 2, this was $30. It's supposed to be one of the best games of the year. I hear very good things. When am I ever going to play it? Who the fuck knows? Because I just don't have the fucking time to play it, but there it is. I just realized we still have to do digital games. God fucking damn it. Whatever. This is still sealed by, this was $20. I do want to play it. Raito Remastered. Was it Devil Summoner 1, right? So, at some point in my life, I would like to play it. Don't know when that'll be. These were the games I'll probably actually play. This was 50. I should not have bought this for 50 because I just have no time to play it. But Silent Hill F, I hear very good things. I don't even know if I'm in the mood to play it, to be honest. It comes with a poster, so that's cool. But like, I really have to be in the mood to play games like this, but, yeah, I hear it's very, very good, so it's like, ideally, I'll play at some point, but I definitely should not have spent 50 on it. Then, this is still sealed. I don't know when I'm going to play it, but I generally really want to. Metal Gear Solid Delta, Snake Eater, remake of Metal Gear Solid 3. Again, I'd love to play it. Don't know when I ever will, but, I did intend to. I bought it for, I think it was 30, something like that. I think I've seen it. Wasn't it on sale for like 20 recently? I think I might have overpaid for this in retrospect, but it's fine. And then the last physical game, the best of them all. We got AC Shadows. Yeah. I guess I'll stream it. Fuck it. Fuck Assassin's Creed. This is $25, I think. Maybe 20. I don't fucking remember. Less than 30. That was my price point. Yeah, I'll stream it. It's going to be bad, but that's fine. All right, that's the physical games. Now time for digital. Yeah, I guess we'll do Xbox first. All right, so we are starting it off with Xbox, which I didn't buy that much. Like, these were all Black Friday deals, and they were all, like, very, very cheap. But I think I already showed off John Wick. I think that's the last game I showed off. So, Death and Taxes, this was like $1. I generally don't even remember what it is, but it was $1, so I got it. DK and DK the Mayor, these were like $1.50 each. They're like horror games from the 360 era, I believe. I don't know anything about them, but they were cheap, so I got them. Dragon Age Origins, Dragon Age 2, these were like $2 each. And again, it's a spot where I'm potentially getting rid of Game Pass. So, and I'm definitely getting rid of Game Pass Ultimate for at least the short term, to where these two games are only on Ultimate because they come with the EA thing. So, wait, is the mic not working? Oh no, I'm dumb. I'm okay. I'm dumb. I wasn't looking at the right audio setting. Okay, cool. Do you imagine the fucking mic wasn't working this entire time? Either way, but yeah, I got those because of that. Dungeons and Dragons, something. It's a 360 arcade game that supposedly was good. It was only a couple bucks. That's why I got it. Space Invaders, something. Yeah, it was like $1, so got it. Submerged and its sequel, Submerged Hidden something. Yeah, I should have bought that. Those are a couple bucks. I think like maybe even $5 to be honest. I looked up reviews and it looked cool, but like also I don't need it and I probably will never actually play it. So shouldn't have got that. And then we got Thief of Thieves, which is actually a game that is interesting to me. Like it's like a narrative adventure game. It's supposed to be bad, but it's based on a Robert Kirkland comic that I think I read some of back in the day. But it's supposed to be bad, but I'll give it a chance maybe someday. Who knows? It's not even finished. I feel like, yeah, they literally did season 1. That's it, because again, like obviously it bombed, but maybe someday. But anyway, yeah, that's the Xbox stuff. Again, not much. We'll go to the PlayStation. All right, and now we're on PlayStation. We're finally gonna wrap up this fucking video. I don't actually remember where I left off of this. I know I talked about Blood Omen at least, so I guess we'll just go to Dave the Diver. I don't remember. Again, I don't remember if I talked about it or not. Either way, I bought that. That was like $10 or so. It's one of these games that I would ideally like to play at some point. Don't know when I ever will. Persona 4 Arcade. I guess this is actually tough to do with the face cam in the way. Either way, Persona 4 Arena Ultramax. Persona 4 Arena, just the modern version of it. It was a few bucks. Actually, no, isn't this a sequel? It actually might be a sequel now I think about it. Either way, it wasn't that expensive. It was like $5 or something like that. So I got that. All these things are physical. Skate, it's free. It's whatever. I have it installed. Ghost Trick. That might have been like 10 or so. But that's always a game I've been wanting to play. Like it was originally a DS game that just got ported. But yeah, it interested me, so I got it. These are just the PS5 versions of these games. Sin Sleeper already owned, didn't I? Okay, and then these I know for sure are new. These are all Black Friday. So from this point on, it's Black Friday. Double Dragon Advance, that was like $1. So why not? Alfred Hitchcock Vertigo, same thing. It was like literally $1. So I was like, why not? I believe it's like some sort of adventure game, like a retelling of Vertigo, the movie. So, yeah, why not? What is this one again? This is like a dragon. It's like a collection of Double Dragon and a different series. Yeah, Kunio-kun. Yeah, it has like River City Ransom. This is like a couple bucks. So I was like, that's a cool collection to have. Despelote. That's a game that got nominated for one of the awards for Games for Impact at Game Awards, and it was like $7 or something. So I was like, you know what, why not? I'll get it. Castle of the Coast. That's a game. So like these next ones were actually games that I bought under the recommendation of Pete Dorr, because I tuned into his his live stream when he was going through the PlayStation sale, and yeah, he was like pointing out like hidden gems and stuff. Castle of the Coast is one of those. It's supposedly like a 3D platformer. That's supposed to be decent. So that was like a couple bucks. So I got that. Gimmick 1, Gimmick 2. Those were a couple bucks each. I don't know much about them, but they're supposed to be decent. This is one that I know he was really recommending, which is Jimbaori, the Onin War. This was like $1. And supposedly he was talking about how much of a hidden gem it is. So it's like, maybe I'll see at some point. We'll see. Pitter Pot. This is another one. This is like $1. It was like another platformer that's supposed to be supposedly good. Abyss Odyssey Extended Dream Edition. I don't remember what exactly that is, but it was a couple bucks, so I got it. Her Majesty's Spiffing. I think it's like an adventure game that's like a parody of Is it a Bond? I don't remember. Whatever. It was a couple bucks. Little Orpheus. I believe this was a platformer that's supposed to be okay. That was also a couple bucks. Snake Pass. Which is like a weird like snake platformer sort of thing. I remember I watched someone play. I think it was Lasers. Lasers got it for free and like played it for a bit. Either way, I don't know. It was a couple bucks, so maybe I'll play it at some point. Zool Redimensioned, a remake of Zool, which I never played Zool, so it was a couple bucks. Green Hell. This is like a survival game that's supposed to be like okay, and it was like $2, so why not? This is when I think this is $10. But it's a game that I obviously wanted, and that's Legacy of Kain Defiance, which means that now I have every Legacy of Kain game. Because again, I have Blood Omen 1 and 2 here, and then I have Soul Reaver 1 and 2 as I showed earlier, and then now I have Defiance. So I have all of them. I can play them at some point. Then we have a Rise of Simple Story. This was like $1, and like supposedly it's actually pretty good. Like it's a pretty good like simple game. A Juggler's Tale. I don't remember what exactly this game is, but I remember it was supposed to be okay, and that's why I got it. Matto Anomalies. I don't remember what this game is. I genuinely have no memory of this. The Sojourn. I also have no memory of this. But again, these are all like a few dollars. That's why I ended up getting all of them. Forgotten Anne. Yeah, I don't remember, but it was a few dollars. The Gardens Between. This isn't new, right? I think this is just the PS5. I got the PS5 version, I believe. I think I already own this one. 3 minutes to 8. This was like, I remember this was like an interesting concept, but I believe it's like actually not supposed to be that good. But it's like, it's one of these games where you like replay the game over and over again and like try to figure out like how to finish it. But yeah, I don't know when I'll ever actually play it. Dragugen. I don't know. Supposedly this is actually pretty decent from what I remember. I don't remember exactly what the exact game is, but I believe it was actually supposed to be pretty good. Sushin, what the fuck is this? I have no memory of buying this. I don't know what this is. Lacuna. This is actually supposed to be pretty good from what I understand. Like I remember this actually got pretty good reviews. So I don't know. Maybe at some point I'll play it. Minute of Islands. I have no memory of what this is. I don't know what this is, but it was cheap. The Deadly Tower of Monsters. I think this is is it an adventure game? I don't remember. It was cheap either way. Aspire Ina's Tale. I have no fucking memory of what that is. Pinstripe. Do I remember what that is? Either way, it was cheap. This is not new. This is I just got the PS5 version because I bought it a long time ago. My Big Sister. This was $1.50, and I just thought it was funny, so I got it. Dino Crisis. This is a few bucks. This is like $5, I think. Again, Dino Crisis. I never played it, but again, I can play them on consoles now, so that's cool. 2064 read-only memories. This is a game that like I saw the sequel was available physically, and it was like $30, and I was like debating on getting it. I ended up not. However, through that, I ended up watching a review, and it said the sequel is not that great, but the original was really good, and the original was like $5. So I was like, okay, I'll get the original. Again, I'll try it out at some point in my life, you would think. Then we got Leica Age Through Blood. This is actually like, this looks like a really cool game. Like this, like from what I saw of it, it's essentially like a like Metroidvania, but you play like as a character on like a motorcycle. To where I don't know, it looked interesting. It was a few bucks. After Us, this was a few bucks. I probably should not have bought this because I believe this was actually supposed to be kind of but whatever. Snow Brothers Wonderland. This was like $3 or something. I'm interested in it. I never played Snow Brothers, like the series, but maybe it's good. Observation. This is one that was a few bucks, and like it actually had like decent reviews. Like it's supposed to be like a actually like really interesting horror game. So I got it. Wavetail. I'll be honest, I have no memory what this is, and I just bought like these games. Like by the way, like since Dino Crisis, like these are games I bought like within the last week. I generally have no memory of what Wavetail is. Then Luminous Remastered. Which yeah, it's Luminous Remastered. It was a couple dollars. I like Luminous. I played it back in the day, but I haven't played it in a long time. Beyond the Steel Sky. I remember this was a game I was always interested in. I never ended up getting it, but this was like $2 digitally, so I was like, why not? Blade Runner Enhanced Edition. This is just a Blade Runner like point-click adventure game. It was a couple bucks. Why not? And finally, because obviously this is like, yeah, that's not new. The Coma recut. I don't remember what this game is. I think it's supposed to be okay though. It was a couple bucks. Actually, no, I think it was $1.50. Either way, that's it. It's finally over. Pickup video's done. Thank fucking God. This took way too fucking long. Where are we at? We're in an hour 40. It's fucking 4 a.m. I'd be up in 4 hours. I'm so fucked, dude. But that's fine. So yeah, that's the pickup video. That's done. I'll probably try to record the PS4, PS5 collection video tomorrow, so I can get those out of the way, because I do want to get those done at some point. Okay, the light's really bothering me now. Let's get that out of the way. But yeah. So again, I'll do the pickup. I'll do the PS4, PS5 collection video. I do still intend on. There's other collection videos I want to do. Wii collection, GameCube, PS2, Xbox, GBA would be interesting. There's other ones I want to get to eventually. I'll get to them eventually. But I probably will just do the PS4, PS5 one, then probably wait until after I'm done the Rumo video to do more. But yeah, I guess that's it. That's it for the pickup video. Yeah, 6 months from now, I'll do another one. Hopefully it's not as much shit. Literally shit. Like, as in, like, hopefully it's better games. Or at least better quality over quantity. I generally don't know why I spent way too much money for no reason. This is so stupid. But either way, that's it. So yeah, thank you for watching.